So this is Scout. He's made a guest appearance today because we're going to talk about custom home features for pet owners. Scout's pretty lucky. He gets to see some of our projects. And we thought it'd be a good idea to talk about custom home features for people who own pets. Since we've seen a bunch of really neat things over the years, we'd love for you to plan them in your custom home if they interest you. So stick around. We've got 5 ideas for your custom home and for your pets. And if you stick around to the end, we're going to have a brief conversation about one feature that goes overlooked and doesn't get discussed enough for pet owners. So we hope you enjoy the video, and we hope Scout can stay awake for a few minutes. I'm Andrew. I'm one of the owners of GTG Builders, and I'm excited to talk to you today about features in a custom home for pet owners. So if this is a topic that interests you, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell, you'll get notifications, but you'll get a lot of information that we're putting out about building and planning a custom home or an addition or renovation, and we hope to see you around. So the first feature that we like to see in a custom home or a renovation addition for a pet owner is a fairly generic thing, but we'll talk a little bit about specifics, and that is a mudroom. So a mudroom can really become a pet room. It's a quiet place for your pet. It can be a place that the bed is kept away from crowds. If you have people over and you've got a pet that's a little shy or is just tired. In our home, we have a mudroom that is a place where the dog goes to when he's had enough of noise and people. In there, we also have areas that we can store leashes and dog food, a feeding station. So all these things we can talk about in future videos, but having that mudroom allows you to have a space that's designed around your pet and a place for your pet to be. Okay, so number 2, it's a feature that I learned from a client who was a cat owner, but I think it really doubles for small dogs as well as big dogs. My dog would probably like it, but that's a bay window, and a bay window with a view. So you may have a bay window, and in that window we can put a cushion, and it's a place where cats like to lay, find some sun, dogs like to lay, watch the neighbors walk by. But a bay window is a fairly simple structure. It gives your pet a place to sit and be able to both kind of be outside, get the sunlight, but also see what's going on outside without jumping up and putting their paws up on the trim. Okay, so here's the next one. Number 3 is a half pocket door. Okay, so stick with me. Think of a Dutch door, one that the top would swing open independent of the bottom. So recently we saw a feature which was a pocket door that slid into the wall. Most people are familiar with pocket doors. Well, this was only half a pocket door, and when it's open, it acts like a gate for your pet. So maybe you want to keep your pet in the hallway or in the mudroom. Maybe you want to keep your pet from going up the stairs. We can build half pocket doors or custom gates to keep your pets from going someplace where you don't want them to. So this helps us avoid having those plastic gates. They're a little clutterish. They're hard to open and close. When you have company over, they don't know how to get through them. They step over them. All that stuff. Consider putting in a half a pocket door or a custom roll-away gate that would disappear when you don't need it, but is easy enough to pull out. And it's really a neat feature if you're a pet owner. Okay, so number 4, and one of my favorites, is a dog bath station. We have a Labrador, and he loves to get into the mud and the muck and the rain. So whenever he goes outside on a rainy day or he finds a mud puddle, we have to hose him off. He doesn't love it. But with a washing station, it's something that's very simple. It may just be a small shower base with a faucet, a rubber hose, hot and cold water. We put in a hook where the leash can just wrap around it so I don't have to hold him there the whole time. And once he gets in there and he's comfortable and he finds the water to be warm, he's so much easier to wash off, soap up. I've got both hands free because I've got his leash tied to a hook. and I can give them a nice comfortable bath, dry them off there right there in the shower area, in the bath, the dog bath, and it's a much more enjoyable experience for both of us, and we're apt to give him a wash more often so the house stays cleaner. Now, that can be a built-in shower area, maybe 4 feet high. We'll post some pictures here. And or it could be something that you just buy online, which is a glorified large sink with a set of stairs and a door that the dog could walk into. That would be more suitable for a garage area or a basement. But if you have a mudroom that you can build a dog wash station in, that helps you avoid having to give them a bath under the cold hose, and it helps you to avoid to have to walk the dog all the way through the house when they're wet or dirty. So consider a dog washing station for your next design. Okay, so this is number 5, and it's a follow-up to our dog wash station. If that's a little bit too big and doesn't fit into the budget or into your floor plan, consider a hot-cold spigot. So a hot-cold spigot is just what it sounds like. It's a hose spigot or a hose bib outside, but it's got hot and cold water plumbed to it. So we can just hook our garden hose to it, and Fido gets a warm bath. Cold baths seem to startle them. You certainly wouldn't want something too hot. So a warm bath at a garden hose, especially in the spring and the fall here in New Jersey, is good for the dog, and it's good for us because the water's warm and comfortable and just makes the whole process easy. And it could really be installed in any house by a certified plumber or somebody that's real good at DIY. Okay, so here's the bonus topic. You've waited till the end to hear it. It's all about flooring, okay? If you're a pet owner, consider strongly to not have carpets anywhere where your pets are. You may not smell it, you may not see it, you may not think it's gonna happen, but pets go in and out. They have dirty feet, they get messy, they get dusty, they get dirty, and carpets collect it. Carpets collect smells and dirt. So, strongly consider any area in your home where your pets spend time. Our pet doesn't go upstairs, so in our house, it's the first floor is all hardwood. And that's much easier to clean, but it also brings up another topic. It's something that's debated quite often, and all of our clients seem to have their own opinion, and that's what type of hardwood floors or what type of floors, if I'm not doing carpet, should I do? And I want to talk to you a little bit about that. So, number 1, people think LVT is a great solution for dogs. They believe it doesn't scratch like a hard oak flooring does. Some people think a real hard material like bamboo is better than LVT or oak. They've all got their own pluses and minuses and things to think about, and I wanted to talk to you about that for a minute. So LVT, luxury vinyl tile, it can look like wood. It's a fantastic product, and it is more scratch resistant than some hardwood floors. But a word of caution, if it is scratched, there's no way to fix it. It needs to be removed and replaced, and that's kind of a big job if it's in the middle of your floor. Sometimes it's impossible. There's some little tricks, but those tricks don't always work the way you want them to. So LVT is an interesting solution, but it's one that I worry about because once the floor is damaged, it's damaged for good. Bamboo is another one. It's harder than oak, and it's more water resistant than oak. It is more expensive than oak because it's more of a specialty product, but you can get it pre-finished and it can go in a little bit faster, so it can save you there. So bamboo is an interesting floor choice and one that you may want to consider. It is also unique that you don't see it on a lot of American homes. Number 3 is my favorite, and that's oak. Oak flooring is our go-to flooring. It's hard and it's beautiful and it's cost effective. One of the things that it does do is the finish can get scratched. So we see surface scratches from animals much more often with water-based polyurethane, the finish that goes on the top of the wood. We don't see a lot of wood scratches. So I don't think product hardness is an issue. I think it's that polyurethane that's used at the end. In our home, we have 3 coats of commercial oil-based poly, and we have very few, if any, scratches from pets. So if you want a really good solution, consider the most cost-effective, oak, and consider putting a little bit more money into the polyurethane on top, and you'll, I believe, have a really great floor for a long time. But spend time considering your options when looking at a floor for a pet. Get an idea of what you like, get an idea of what's going to work best for you, and then talk to your builder about those things and see what they think. So that's it. That's my thoughts on neat features for pet owners. I've got a whole list. We're going to cover them a little later in the year. So subscribe to our channel, hit the bell so you get a notification when the next video comes out. We're going to be talking more about features and pricing, processes, and things that we think that you should think about when you're planning and building your custom home and your custom home renovation. Thanks for watching.